next offering is fouled back. No score here in the second. He's down on strikes. And a nice little good work there as he sets him down. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And the center fielder, Gilberto Celestino. Burns back to work. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Burns, the former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Turning to the bench for a new hitter, Leody Taveras.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
The pitch. And that one moves his feet. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, the fourth round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Drive and match in the extra bases. Running first, running for 2. And he's got a pinch hit double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He got a pitch you could get to out front, kept his back with the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over, and that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Number 59 stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's a strike. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019, who threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Which this is there, it's a ball and 2 strikes. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his 4-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter sinker guy, and the 4-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Back to work, 3-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Digging in, Carlos Molino. No outs, runners at first and second. And that one missing low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Yo para allá. Venga. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Usted tranquilo? Quede tranquilo. Vos estás jugando dándose, ¿qué es lo que pasa? No se den. No son hermanos, ¿por qué están peleando?
Next to hit, Alan Rodriguez. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground. But I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. He'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-1. Rolls softly, but that goes foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone at bottom half of inning number 2. Got him swinging. Wow,
just great into that slider, broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get run up by the umpire.
And the righty deals. That one cutting but missing down low. Two on, two outs. And a swing and a miss. Third out, that ends the frame. Now staying in the game on defense, Leone Taveras. He'll be on center now after pinch hit. Here's Adley Rutschman. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
All right, dude. So I was scrolling through social media and the video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously.
Lo que manda anda
Foul ball.
y que hace que lo mayo. Que lo mayo.
That's foul off to the right side. See it going. Here's game two. Swing and a ball popped up. Catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the front of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Denle like, suscríbanse, señores. El jueguito.
Over the part of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch.
Las Águilas contra el escogido. 0-0 por 0 el partido. Es la tercera entrada.
This one in the air. He makes the grab. And there's two away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. Westberg, 25 years old, and he's been wearing out on the plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Swing and he breaks his back. Castro makes the grab. That'll end the inning. Set for the bottom of the third. The rookie second.
Ellos que quieren fuerte.
Castro.
Ven a acotar ya.
Here comes the pitch. Swing and a pop-up.
Dejo para allá.
As this one
Tenga,
slides
dejo
down,
para allá.
makes the catch.
Vaya, Yadiel. Eso no hace nada. Vaya.
Order turns over. And next is the designated hitter.
Rafael Morel.
That's in there. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Drilled and missed, struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. Some guys are good mobile hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that ball in the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now it's going to be number 67. Next off from top of the air, right field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cover was buried in. He found a way to stay with his approach. Didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. But now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now, Geraldo Perdomo. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. And it's nothing in 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
0-2 now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He notches strikeout number 150. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Austin Slater. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. One up, one down. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And he's already singled in this game. There's a strike at the knees, and it's a little long. Fall off foul. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. And there's two down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Now one miss. Next pitch in for a strike. And a count 1-2. Kicks Indians. And another ball. Just misses. And that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Tavares settles under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Onto the bottom. And we're back. John Chami and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Leody Tavares. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Right to start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Number 59, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Ground ball up the middle, Henderson. Whips it to first. And that quickly, 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Carlos.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand, that's an infielder. Wow, really impressive. This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 1-2-3. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Colton Cowser. And the right-hander back to work. Center field. Tavares settles under it. And it's caught for the out. Now at the plate, Cody Mayo. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hit in the air, center field. Balls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. There's a strike.
Ooh, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that. You have a really good day out there in the mound.
Up the middle, and that squirts through. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Adley Rutschman. Cindy, he was the first player taken in what has turned out to be a talented draft class.
Well, Bruce, 2019 delivered a youth movement for Major League Baseball. Adley, Bobby
Perdomo makes the play, and it's out number 3. Halfway through this one. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Alan Rodriguez. Burns back to work. That misses. And that's ball one.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
At the belt and fires. One spoiled, and they count now 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Esa pasadera.
And another ball. Three and two now. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, they tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer him it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the left fielder. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Esa bonita pasadera que están haciendo ahí.
There, take a rip at it. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not going to square it up.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball. And that one gets past the catcher. The tag and down in second. The pitch. Out to short, Henderson. Throws to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Castro. First time up was a pop out. Swings through that one for strike one.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Got the back going too soon and strike two.
Really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and out of the movement.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Waves at the batter for the strikeout. 6th inning. We go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holiday.
Well, these guys just aren't putting great swings on the baseball with this one. They're trying to find a way to drive the ball with some ability, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything done.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice line drive to pull side, made it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Line to left, and foul ball. Righty to the plate. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here, all fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Manager out of the dugout. And Juan Valdez into the game. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And down the lefty. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
pitcher executing, try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Fly ball center field.
Yeah, okay.
He's got it.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Valdez, 30 years old
Yeah,
now.
okay.
He's in the team as a free agent. And now the count is even. Right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Swings through that one for strike two.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's the third out. Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the DH.
Yeah.
One. Another great hitter. Number 31. And a pitch. That started a little too early. Strike one.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up with their hand.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one knocks the wall. Mullins gets it back in. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a good pitch to drive, stays short with his back path to the ball, and got him out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a goal every time. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now, here is number 67. And fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard to order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
0-2 now. And that's outside. Go-ahead run at second, here in the bottom of the sixth. They chase that time.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's won.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And he hits the top of the wall. And gets to the first, it's Wilson. And that's a double.
It's around the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as he jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. And a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Field two. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three. Here's Leody Taveras. 1 for 2. First offering and it just misses. And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps out first for the out. And now the right fielder, he's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. 2 outs. Struck him out swinging. Rutschman on the first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1. Top of inning number 7. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He's under it. And there's 1 down. So up next, Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, it's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
A few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch, that grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
A stolen base, not even close.
Well, that's that person that seems harder to score. I like the call and put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far. So trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. So the tying run is second. Snap throw, and he's back into second. Teddy Diaz. Ground ball left side. And there's 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Cedric Mullen, that's the next to hit. That one misses. 1-0. And he's back. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, he was late. This one in the air, moving in on this one. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, number 40.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
At the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Wow, that's how you close to the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 away.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in the game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because we're looking...
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Down the left fielder. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one out in front that time. there. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Wide to kick the pitch. To third. Tosses the first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's why you help the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Pinch hitter coming on. Ryan Mountcastle. Big spot for him here. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Austin Slater. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. No runs. 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Castro. Swinging from straight back. Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No fair right there. I mean, the slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that.
Rutschman fires over to first. One down.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why, right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Next to hit, number 21. There's the swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That hits the dirt, and now it's even 1-1.
O sea, tu vaina de una vez, no ponerme a medio coloquial para mañana.
A big swing and a miss.
Man, he is really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it. The next pitch can't catch up.
Swings throwing for the catch. He rolls to first in time.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low and get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Number 67. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Hard hit left side. Toss to Slater, and that is that. We go to the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson. Valdez back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The line of the pitch. And the count 1-2. The line of the pitch. Bounce it off, still 1-2. Moscato. And there's a hit. And that puts the tying run on base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Brings it in. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser.
Right through there for a strike. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. With the go-ahead run at the plate, you're the top of the ninth. This with a changeup. And that is ball 1. Kept softly on the ground. There's one. He's going to first set.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. That one's in there. That's strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Close but call a ball. And a count even 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. Valdez is just 1 strike away. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plumped in this one. And now Cedric Mullins. Out to short. Fires the first on the run. Out to end it. And they score the tying and go-ahead runs to earn the win.
When you hit 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching, the team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you